Obviously, hello you lot, My Jerusalem back in the room.
Hey.
Thanks for coming back, sometimes bands don't. And so we're going to have two more tunes from you, but am I right thinking you're going to do Love You When You Leave next?
Yeah, we're going to do that next.
Okay, I mean, I had Wire on earlier in the week, one of my favourite bands, and they did this song that we played at the top of the show called Please Take, and it's Please Take That Knife out, your knife out of my back, and when you do, please don't twist it. And various barbed comments. This seems quite a barbed missive as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bittersweet, maybe a little backhanded.
Okay, was it just kind of plucked from the ether, or was it from a personal experience?
It was maybe aimed at somebody.
No names, no pack drill.
No names.
See, there's a pattern emerging here. Nobody will ever give out names. Terrible. I need to get some more drink down you, just so that you'll tell us all of your indiscretions.
Easily.
All right then. Well, I tried. I can only do that. So, My Jerusalem live in session.
As a plane wreck spilled out on the tarmac, I can feel my legs begin to quake. Oh, I love to wear disguises, but I hate this masquerade. Baby, you and me, although we're thick as thieves, the only time I love you is when you leave. Pulling teeth and deep stairs sprung out in the spring air, I just hang my head on out to dry. Oh, I could fake forever, but it's just not worth the time. And finger snaps and hand claps leapfrog all the deep cracks of contradiction fall into the ground. I'm in misery without you, it's just like you're still around. Baby, you and me, although we're thick as thieves, the only time I love you is when you as a tape deck, spitting out the same shit my attention span left long ago. Oh, but there's comfort in the knowledge that I'll probably die alone. Baby, you and me, although we're thick as thieves, the only time I love you is when you leave. Oh, baby, you and me, as funny as it seems, the only time I love you is when you leave. Yeah, the only time I love you is when you leave.
That's a really great song. Bittersweet covers it, I would say. My Jerusalem live in session, Love You When You Leave. The two tunes that you've heard so far are available on the album Gone for Good. But Jeff, can you tell us how the band initially got together? Because a band, again, I know that you do describe it as a collective.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of us have a large group of friends. I'm not gloating, but I do have a large group of friends. And we all play music with different people, and a bunch of us were in the same place at the same time, and we decided just to start playing music together. And it just kind of steamrolled from there. And as it went along, we invited more people along, and it still keeps growing constantly.
Right, okay. I mean, do you know, would you describe it as a side project? Because you do work with, obviously, Twilight Singers and the Gutter Twins and the like.
No, this is actually a main focus now for me and a lot of the people involved. And you know, it's just going to rotate when it needs to. We could pull from different places, but you know, there's a Twilight record coming out, but I'm going to be doing this, and they're going to be doing that, and yeah, no, it's a main focus. We've actually already started demoing a new record, and have about 6 songs done, and
Right, okay,
Really
because I mean, it's been described as an indie supergroup, because I mean, this is a different lineup to the band that are on the record, not completely.
Not completely, somewhat, in some ways, yeah.
Yeah, and in this room we're looking at what we've talked about, you know, Twilight Singers and Gutter Twins, and there's Midlake going on in there, and Ed Harcourt and all kinds of people.
Yeah.
And there was some Polyphonic Spree. Is there still some component parts there?
There's a bunch.
Yeah, right, okay. So you are all swimming around, because I know we were talking before about the Midlake side of it, and obviously there was a jazz college there, wasn't it? So, I mean, did you all study music? Are you all kind of like...
We are actually pretty much all music nerds.
We're all dorks, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And, I just find that really interesting. It's just great, because it's just that community of people that came out of a jazz school. I mean, it just... And you're not really doing jazz, are you?
No, not at all. Well, I think a lot of, you know... I think a lot of creative people have come from there that actually don't do jazz, but that are jazz based. I guess it's you know.
I think if you can play jazz, you can play most things, though, can't you?
Yeah. I can play most things except for jazz.
Right, okay. Can you play any Status Quo?
I can.
No, neither can I. Mind you, neither can Status Quo. I am only joking. But your first gig was at South by Southwest, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And did that get you a lot of attention already? Did people in the industry know you anyway from the previous work?
Yeah, people knew all of us from different things. I think that we had already kind of talked about it in our various projects kind of in public, so when we first played the first time, it was actually a great reception. So it was a packed house, and it was a really good show. And actually at that point, even Ed Harcourt was in the band, and Rafe from the Veils, and I mean it's been a rotating group, but of the same people. I think every single person that's played in this band is friends with every other person that's played in this band.
Have you ever heard of a guy called Pete Frame?
No.
Okay, he does these legendary rock and roll family trees, and they made TV programs out of them, and he's done your Deep Purples, and he's done more, you know, kind of modern bands and stuff like that. But I would imagine that to try and negotiate your family tree, the rock family tree of My Jerusalem, would take him about 4 or 5 years by the sound of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, excellent stuff. And I was intrigued, I mean, have you as if you've not got enough going on already, am I right thinking you've got another band called Transgender Rodeo?
That was actually more of a joke band. I sort of do, but I've been threatening to.
Yeah, I mean, did you know, I was just going to book a session in, because you did describe it at that point in time, I think it was you described it as a cross between Gigi Allen and Patsy Cline.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
You would pay to see that, wouldn't you? Although, of course, so long as you don't go flinging poo around the room.
It would have to be a prime component, unfortunately.
All right, well, it's just been cancelled. All right, well, and you're not playing in Manchester tonight, so you've made a real effort to come in and see us.
No, we are playing in Manchester on the 17th, though.
Oh, are you? Right,
yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I thought I'd missed you. Right, I haven't. So you got one more tune to do for us, and you've recorded a song for Gideon Coe as well, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
All right, excellent stuff. So what's the last one you're going to do for us now?
A song called Sweet Chariot, which is actually the first song that we all recorded together.
Right, fabulous, and it is.
suffer the mistakes of our fathers. Chariots take us away. We will not suffer the mistakes of our fathers. Sweet chariot, take us away. We will not suffer the mistakes of our fathers. Sweet chariot, take us away. No, we will not suffer the mistakes of our fathers. Chariot, take us away.
Once again, that was great. Sweet Chariot, live in session there. That was My Jerusalem for the last time tonight. I've got your tour dates in front of me here, actually. Tomorrow night, you're playing the Start the Bus in Bristol. And the following night, the Flapper in Birmingham. The following night to that, which would be the 16th of January, you're playing the Captain's Rest in Glasgow. The 17th, Night and Day in Manchester, as you said. The 18th, the Borderline in London. Well, you're doing are you doing two shows there? I don't know, it's on there twice anyway. And then you're off to the Paradiso, which is a brilliant venue in Amsterdam. Thanks very much for coming in. That was absolutely brilliant.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.